Hi, my name is Chris. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing Leetcode problem number 345, reverse vowels in a string in JavaScript. It's considered an easy problem. It's pretty easy to understand. This is given a string S, reverse only the vowels in the string and return it. The vowels are A, E, I, O, and U, of course. And so if we have an input S, ice cream, so I and A are going to switch. And then you don't really see it, but E and E are going to switch because they're the same. Notice that the case remains, right? So uppercase versus lowercase is our case. So for this one here, right? Well, we can't see what we're going to because we're going to have E and E. It's going to switch, and then E and excuse me, E and O are going to switch. So the string can get pretty long, but yeah, that's about it. So I don't really like these test cases though because it has all these E's. Should give some better examples, but whatever. All right, so let's grab this variable. We're going to go over to code pen. Create our function, call it func, and for now we return S, and let's log into the console. Okay, here you go. So basically what we need to do, first thing we need to do is we're going to work with an array. It's just going to be easier. You could probably do it with a string too, but I think it's easier to do this as an array. So we're going to say const s dot split. I'm sorry, what am I thinking? Const s array equals s dot split. So split the string up into an array. Let's turn that so we can see it. Great, that's exactly what we want. And then what we're going to do is we're going to create an array called vowels. This is going to have all the possible vowels in it. I'm just going to do lowercase, and you'll see why in a second. You could do uppercase too, and it would save some code down the road, but I just chose to do it this way. Oops. Oops, I forgot an I. Okay. All right, so what are we going to do here? So what we're going to do is we're going to use the two-pointer system, right? We're going to create a left pointer and a right pointer. And let's go ahead and do that right away. Not const, you want let, because these are going to change. Let left equal 0, and then let right equal 0. Not 0, what are we thinking? S array dot length minus 1. Okay, we don't want to do, so basically what we're doing here is this will be left, this will be right, right? We don't want length because the length is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is not the index of 5 though, this U, that's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Because the arrays are 0 indexed. So we need minus 1. Okay, and so now that we have all that, now we can discuss how we're going to reverse these vowels. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to set up a while loop, and we're going to be checking. I'm just going to grab this so we can see it. Come on. I guess I could just do this against the string, but this will probably be easier to see, I think. Okay. So, yeah. So we're starting with 0 and 6. Right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, no, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I'm sorry, 7. Oh, I was using that. Okay, whatever. So, yeah, we're starting at 7. And just let's check that real quick, because now I'm getting a little paranoid. I screwed something up. We should see 0 and 7. And we do. Okay, great. All right. So, now we can set up a while loop, right? And this is going to be left, and this is going to be right. And what we're going to do is we're going to check to see. So there's really 4 scenarios that can happen here, right? The first is the letter at the left and right index are both vowels, right? In which case, we switch them and we increment left and decrement right. Okay? The next situation is that one of them is a vowel, right? So either left or right is vowel. So the second case would be that left is a vowel and right is not, which is what we're seeing here, right? In which case, we leave left where it is and we move right down by 1, right? And then that'll give us our first scenario where we have they're both vowels. We switch them, then we increment left and decrement right. Okay. Then our next scenario would be if right is a vowel and left isn't. So let's say hypothetically we were on A and C. Well, we want to, in this case, we would want to increment left and leave right where it is, right? And then the last scenario is if both of them are not vowels, both of them are consonants, right? So let's say, we are on C and R, right? In which case we want to decrement right and increment left, right? And so our condition for exiting the while loop is that left is less than right, because if they are the same, we've checked all the combinations, or sometimes they can cross too. That's a possibility as well. In that case, we want to break out of the while loop, right? Okay, so I'm going to comment this out now because while loops, very easy to create an infinite loop when doing this. So our condition for exiting, so while left is less than right, and then we're going to have a check for each one of these scenarios, right? So the first check you want to make is to see if both of them are vowels, right? And the way we're going to do that is we're just going to say if vowels, so we're going to look in our vowels array, dot includes, if it includes string array, add left, and then here what we need to do is we need to say, we need to use the to lowercase method, right? Because we only put lowercase letters in our vowel array. To lowercase, right? So if that is true, and I'm just going to copy this. If that is true, and this is true. Oh, we got to make this right though. Sorry. If that is true, right? So if both the letter at index left and the index at left and right is a vowel, first thing we're going to do is we're going to swap them. Whoops, sorry about that. And I'm going to use an array to do this, right? So we say string array left, and then here we can say string array right, and then we can just say equals, let's copy this, and then switch them. right? So that's now right, and this is now left. So all this is doing is it's saying the letter at string array left is now going to equal the letter at string array right, and the letter at string array right is going to equal the letter at string array left. Excuse me. And then, like I said, we want to increment left and decrement right. So there's our first scenario. The second scenario you want to check for is we're just going to copy all this, you know. Whoops, and that's not going to help us. We copy all this, right? The next scenario that we're going to have would be if the letter left is a vowel and the letter right is not, right? So if this side is a vowel and this side's a consonant, well, we're looking for vowels, so then we want to decrement right. So right, minus minus. Okay, and then we can just copy this because we're going to do a case for the opposite, right? So now we can say that is now a vowel and that is a vowel, so left is not a vowel and right is a vowel, then we increment left. Okay. And then we don't really need to do an else if for the final case because there's only one other possibility that they're both consonants, in which case we're looking for vowels, so we want to increment left and decrement right. And then finally, we just return it. We should be good to go. Okay, so let's make sure this is correct. Here's our result. It's easier to do it this way. Okay, and then of course we need to return it as an array, so we'll just join it. Alrighty, I think that's it, right? So copy. Yep, perfect. Let's go ahead and copy all our code, and let's go ahead and paste it into Leetcode. Format it. We're going to run a test. Then we submit it. Fantastic. All right, well, I hope you found this video helpful, enjoyable. If you did, please click that like button. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe to my channel. And we'll see you again real soon.